We're sitting here. After 37 minutes, and we haven't even waxed lyrical about our team's performances. We've just been mostly finding things to discuss that I feel like.
But that's what you got to do. Like, I don't think the waxing lyrical constantly is what's needed right now. I feel like we do enough of that. Like, we got me and you, for example, when we're on shows, panel shows, that's when we do that. I feel like when we're having conversations like this, like one-to-one Arsenal shows, like behind the scenes, if we were having a conversation with Arteta, this is what he would be having with his coaching staff. He's not going to be sitting there with his coaching staff talking about, yes, we were brilliant and we have only conceded this. And that's not the conversation they're going to have. They're going to be talking about how can we improve? What do we need to do? What's this? That's how you improve. That's how you get better. So when we have these one-to-one shows, like I do with you, one with Strict or one with DG, I'm going to be having the conversations of what do we need to do to improve. So the same conversation I said to DG last Friday, and the same conversation I said to Stricto is what I'm going to ask you. What do you think we are missing in this team to make this team really complete? Because you can't tell me it's already complete. Yes, it's one of the most well-rounded squads, but what do we need to make it really complete?
We just need to win, bro. Forget about bringing in somebody else. We just need to win. Everyone's gonna. As soon as we win, a lot of these players' names and stature will increase. And the reason why I say that, we already have game changers in Saka. We already have game changers in Gyökeres, Gabriel, because our Declan Rice. We have game changers in this team. We just need to start winning. If Arsenal was to do a domestic double with the league or FA Cup or even a Champions League title this season, best believe no one will be saying we don't have superstars. They will then. They will then.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what this thing does, man. I apologize. I don't know what this useless. It's StreamYard, guys. It ain't me. It's fucking StreamYard, man. It does this all the fucking time. Fuck it. Oh, but it's frustrating. Honest to God. Sorry, I didn't look at the messages as well, man. I should have, man. Apologies to everybody. Big up everybody in the chat, man. Is this StreamYard, guys? Where? I did not change anything. You know what I mean? I left the stand as I did in the past. Oh man. I'm speaking for how many minutes now? Like 20 minutes? That's crazy. That is crazy. But it is what it is. We'll continue with the show, man. I can't believe like StreamYard does that. I did not change anything on my setup, but for some reason it muted me. How? It's crazy, man. I'm done with this StreamYard. I need to look for a new place, man. It's rubbish. Absolute garbage. But I hope you heard what they were saying anyway. So let's continue. Please like, share, and subscribe. Apologies with the mute. Don't know what happened. Charlie Chaplin, I tried. Yes, True Don. Sometimes it happens. I don't know why. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Honest to God. Well, guys, I just woke up, man. Give me a break here, man. I can't believe for 20 minutes I'm doing Charlie Chaplin. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy stuff, man. You know, normally my wife tells me in it because she watches, so she tells me I'm on mute. She's not here today, so it is what it is. But I should have looked at the chat as well. I should have looked at the chat. Yeah. But as I was saying about before I was muted, I'm listening to these Arsenal fans. They're overconfident now. In their mind, they've already won the league. They're already, you know. Yeah, I know, Trudon. It's weird, bro. I've changed nothing on my setup, but for some reason it's just like that. It's weird. I've been working with the same setup for how many months now, and it never gave me problems. All of a sudden, I can't keep checking every single time. It should be naturally there. It's annoying. But sorry about that, guys. Apologies with the mute. This is what I was saying about Arsenal fans. You know, with these people, the thing they do is they put so much pressure on their team falls apart. And I like what I'm hearing from these two because they're overconfident now. They already won the league in their mind. They think 7 points clear with 10 games, it's over. Let them think that. That's enjoyable. I like that. You know what I mean? Because it puts more pressure on their football club. But what I want for my football club is start thinking. Start, you know, thinking in a way of winning again. Stop doing mistakes, that formations that you set up that don't work. I don't want to see things like that. You've already found a formation that works. Stick with it. You've got the players back on board. Stick with it. Let's go on a 10-game run now, like everybody else is saying. Let's go and you know, put pressure on Arsenal because you know they crumble under pressure. Let them have this confidence. Imagine, yeah, all this confidence disappears at the end of the season. Arteta doesn't win a major trophy again. These fans, we're going to clip them up for what they're saying. Imagine that, man. That can happen. That can happen, man. If we just go back to basics, we've got the experience of winning Premier League titles and Champions League titles and World Club Cups. They don't. They haven't won the league since, was it 2004? You know what I mean? The kids that were born then are already having babies now. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Like, we are sitting here worried about a team that crumbles under pressure every single time. It's good to have, start of the season confidence, but there's still 28 games to go, guys. 28 games to go. Can they maintain that when the pressure is on? I don't think so, bro, because they've never done this before. And imagine Arteta at the end of the season leaving, Pep Guardiola already leaving, and then you got the players at Arsenal looking at each other. Bro, like, I've been here for 6 years, you know what I mean? But there's no trophies to show for it. What are we gonna do? They're gonna start thinking like that, guys. And then, they're not gonna sit there for another 6-year project. They want to leave and go and, challenge somewhere else. That means there's a tunnel open where we could enter. And that means dominance. That's what I've been saying for the last 2 seasons. If we start thinking like that, getting these people out the way, then you've got it open for yourself to dominate. The start of the season was great, and then we lost 4 consecutive games, which we should have lost. You know what I mean? If we did the right thing. And we're 7 points behind. 5 points clear we was. Now we're 7 points behind. And now look at the confidence of these guys, man. They're enjoying it. It's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I know it, Ansel. Sorry, bro. You should have messaged me on the phone. It's been easier. Appreciate that, man. I hate Roy Keane, mate. Then Gary Neville. Brett, we hate everybody. We hate everybody, bro. And the microphone doesn't work. I know, bro. I know. Sorry about that. I'll go all the way down to the comments and Charlie Chaplin, get lost, mate. You know what I mean? That's always for you, True Don. I know what you're trying to do to me. Still, charging 45 quid a month. Yeah, crazy, bro. StreamYard. I can't stand them, bro. I need to look for a new place, somewhere that's suitable for me. I'm a guy who could do graphic design and all that stuff. So I need something that's suitable for me, that I don't have to worry about every single time. Now I have to check every time I come on, and it's long. Especially I just woke up and I'm doing a stream. Come on, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I heard the StreamYard isn't great. It's rubbish, bro. They charge a lot of money, and it's absolutely diabolical. Bradley's our best right back since Stephen Finnan. Oh man, that's a bit of a stretch. Brett, Stephen Finnan, he was all right. You know that. Yeah, he's good at crossing and all that stuff. Left foot, right foot, whatever it was he used to do. He used to try to cross with the right foot, then cut back in, left foot cross. Yeah. Stephen Finnan, nah. Come on, bro. Trent was better. There's a few more players that were better, actually. I like Stephen Finnan, but nah. Rob Jones was better. You know what I mean? So we did have a few better right backs in the past as well. Steve Nicol and all that stuff. But yeah, let's get back to their discussion, and then let me just fix up around this rubbish I did to make up for it.
Far again. You're going too far again.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the players we currently have in our team would then be elevated due to the fact that they've actually delivered the set trophy or league title.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, if Arsenal win a domestic cup double, like the whole point of to be able to do that is to improve the team. So in January, like for me, this is what I said to DG.
January, we're not doing nothing.
No. See, this is where me and you disagree. In January, every time we have a transfer window, I want a player. We need to improve. You can never tell me the team's good enough to never improve.
Well, what we did in the summer, we stockpiled 8 players into the team without getting rid of too many. I believe that the January window will be Arsenal trying to shift out Gabriel Jesus, and potentially then just looking at lining up stuff for the summer. I don't believe we're going to sign a single player in January.
Yeah, maybe not, but that doesn't mean it's the right decision. Because in the summer, what we need to do in January is go and get Semenyo. That's what we need to do.
Why would we? Why would we spend 100 million?
Look at the arrogance, guys. Semenyo. You know what I'm saying? They know we want him. Now they want him. I think they've got 5, 6 wingers already at their football club, but they want Semenyo on top of that as well. While Liverpool, relax with that, man. Just move away from Semenyo, man. Liverpool is the one that wants him. Richard Hughes is the one who negotiates the deal with Brentford. So Bournemouth, you know, Bournemouth and him have relationships and all that stuff. I don't understand this arrogance. You know what I mean? We need to, you know, still get midfielders into our team and all that stuff. Disrespecting, you know, other clubs. If this is how Arsenal fans are, guys. They love to disrespect other clubs. This is why we can't have them winning anything. I'm sorry. We got to do by any means. We cannot let this football club win anything major. We can't. Let them win the Media Cups, innit? The Mickey Mouse Cups. It's no problem. But if it concerns the league and all that stuff and the Champions League, that's not their football, man. That's gone. We, as a football club, need to stand up to this shit. Start thinking what we're saying about what we're saying. If they win the major trophy, that means they're going to have this confidence to win it again and again and again. It's a strong possibility. But with us, for some reason, when we win a major trophy, we just go down. Look at the last time we won the league. Same thing. Like, we need to stop that. The only time we did something was when we won the Champions League. As soon as we won the Champions League, the next season we won the Premier League. You know what I mean? That was the momentum. Obviously, there was circumstances that was difficult in that season, COVID, and you know, a lot of stuff happened inside the club in regards to injuries and personal stuff as well. So I understand, you know what I mean? But now there's no excuse. Now we should be winning titles consistently. Now we should not be 7 points behind the league leaders, who are our rivals at the minute. We should be up there with them. That's what we should be doing. Oh, man, it's madness, man. It's cool. No, it's big up Trudon as always, bro. Big up, buddy lad. It could be over if one of us or City lose and they win. Yeah, it's a scary time ahead, brother. That's what worries me when I'm watching this weekend. I'm hoping they drop points. I can't see it against Sunderland. I really don't. Sunderland it's all right. Don't get me wrong, as you can see on the table. But are they strong enough to, you know, to hold off Arsenal? I don't think so, man. They're fourth at Sunderland at the moment. These are the teams Arsenal is getting at the moment. You know, teams who are not strong enough to beat them, to compete with them. Unfortunately, guys, I want someone that's strong enough to compete with them. Not these meaty teams, man. That's, you know, just part of the league. You know, trying to survive and things like that. Big up John Conway as always, bro. Yeah, guys, come on, man. I'm here now. The sound is back. Don't know what happened for 20 minutes. It disappeared, but it is what it is. Buddy lad, what are you saying? We can win 10 out of our next 11 games in the Prem. Look at the run in. Yeah, I will look at it in a minute, bro. We can't listen. I'm not that type of fan that disregards football clubs. I think there's too much of that goes on. We're disregarding the other clubs for some reason to say we're gonna beat them. Well, we lost 4 games to anybody. It didn't matter if it's a bottom team to the top team. We still lost 4 games this season, so we couldn't stop that. If you know what I mean, that's us though. That's on us. I don't blame any other person or any other club or anything like that. That's on us. We didn't prepare for those games. We went with the attitude of, you know, we're champions. We're gonna turn up and we're gonna beat you. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. But yeah, listen, there's a strong possibility we can go on a run, and there's a strong possibility we might not, considering like what we went through. So there's 2 things there. I did what's up. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. No way they are shipping out Trossard, Martinelli, and getting Semenyo. I don't want them, man. I want Semenyo at Liverpool Football Club. Even if he's not the replacement for Salah, he's still good enough to play on the other side, left wing and all that stuff. So, and he could cover on the right. You know what I mean? Like the issue that we have at the moment at Liverpool Football Club is we haven't got enough cover for Salah, right? So imagine a player that can play both wings, can cover both. He's a threat to Salah and Gakpo on both sides. Imagine you have a player like that. That means they have to up their game consistently. Think about it that way, guys. So basically, you don't need to go out there and buy 2 wingers. You could just buy one that can do both. He could play with his left foot. He could play with his right foot if he needs to as well. So he's that good, Semenyo. I wasn't all about him until I started watching him recently. He's powerful, guys. He's very quick. He's big. He can bully people. He's good with both feet. He's good in the air. You know what I mean? He's good creatively as well. He might not give you the Salah numbers, but he'll give you the creativity and the and the dribbling, from the wings that could get you chances, create you chances in the game as well. So I'd rather have a player like that, man. I'm all about that. Create for the striker. We've got strikers now, who can score goals, like Isak and of course Ekitike. So if you give them the supply line, that means like we're all laughing here, man. That means nobody has to do too much. We'll be more of a team than individual team, if you know what I mean. So that's what I look forward to, man. That's what I look forward to if Semenyo ever signs for Liverpool. Yeah, man. Let's continue what they're saying. Let's continue with what they're saying.
On a player mid-season when we can get him at the end of the season for probably
Because we can't think about the end of the season, bro. We have to think about now. January is in a month and a half or 2 months' time. We can't start thinking about the end of the season and getting him cheaper as if to say we've already won the league. We have to get him now to make sure we got the best chance to win the league. There's no point thinking about Semenyo in the summer when you can get him in January. I'd rather pay over the odds for him in January, so he comes in January instead of getting him for cheaper in the summer.
Okay, I don't think too much change in the January window is good. So I don't think bringing in multiple players makes sense. So I agree with you.
Not multiple players.
No, I am agreeing with you. Maybe one player can definitely improve this team, and a left winger like Semenyo's quality could definitely improve the team. But in the same breath, you have to view it as the selling team would ask for a hefty fee because it's mid-season.
Don't mind.
They also Arsenal would have to pay probably around 100 million for a player who I don't value at 100 million. Now, would it make sense for Arsenal to go for Semenyo? 100%. Will we go for Semenyo? I don't think so. I think there would have to be at least 2 sales. There would have to be at least a Jesus and a Trossard or a Martinelli to be out the door before we bring in a Semenyo in the January window. And off the back of a summer transfer window where I felt like we did 2 windows worth of business, I don't think we are going to change it up too much. I think Mikel Arteta is set with the team for the year. And if we do business, I think it's going to be going into next year, because the calendar year, you can only spend so much money without getting yourself into financial problems. Do you think Arsenal will now go and spend another 100 million on one player?
If we want to win the league, yeah. That's what we have to win the league, bro.
I think what you're missing is we could be in such a stranglehold over the league. The league might be already done by February.
The league might be done by Feb. There you go, people. This is the confidence that they have. They think they're that good because they only conceded 3 goals all season in the beginning of the season, first 10 games of the season. The league is over. The league is over. Big up, Red for Life, my brother. The league is over. That's what they're thinking. Look at the confidence. Look at the arrogance from these guys. Is this what we want? Is this what we're going to sit back and accept? This is what should motivate us, man. You know what I mean? When they talk like this. It's frustrating. Absolutely frustrating, man. I'm sick to death of it. I'm really sick to death of hearing Arsenal fans speak like this, and we allow them to speak like this. By February, it will be over. We already knew the league was over a while ago last season, but we didn't speak like this. I mean, we didn't take the piss like this. They are already first 10 games. And it's okay because none of us are actually challenging them at the moment. Yeah, I just don't want there's no one I hate more than Everton and Man United, yeah. But Arsenal is starting to enter that race, of hatred. I really don't. The modern day fans, they're the most annoyingest fans in the world. I swear to you guys. It's the arrogance. It's the dismissal of other teams that pisses me off. I mean, just because they beat, who was it, Sparta Prague or whoever they beat during the week in the Champions League 3-0 without a striker, they think they're all that now. Okay, they're doing good, but don't dismiss other teams like you're doing at the moment, because that could come back and bite you. That could come back and bite you in a big way. And that happened to them 3 times already. Because now they're top of the league, they think, oh, yeah, these guys are nothing. I can't let them win the league, guys. I just can't, man. I really, really can't. Guys, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the comments, man. What's going on today? Why is everybody quiet? We're gonna speak about other stuff about Liverpool. Don't worry about that. There's a few things I've got for you, but I want to hear these guys and their arrogance at the same time.
I know, but when you see when you say that, yeah, you keep saying it as if to say things are a foregone conclusion. There is no foregone conclusion in this league.
I'm not saying there is, but at the rate that we're going, we are just.
We're only 6 points. Yeah, we're only. It's not like we're 12 points clear, 15. We're only 6 points.
End of the weekend, it will be.
That's one.
Come the end of the weekend, it will be 8, bro. Come the end of the weekend.
You see? You see? Another disrespect. Another one. Another disrespect. Come at the end of the week, it'll be over. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. He's already expecting for us to lose. He's already expecting for Liverpool to be at the title race already. This is what I want us to get back a win, man. What the fuck? I can't stand these, man. We cannot let Arsenal win the league this season, man. Liverpool, wake up, man. Wake up. Sick to death of like trying to wake you up. Wake up, man.
Be 8. Why are you doing?
Look at this. Look at this arrogance.
Come the end of the weekend, it'll be 8, bro. Come the end of the weekend, it'll be 8. Why are you doing?
He's expecting a draw.
That's fine. I believe that's a heavy possibility. But me, if I'm Arsenal right now and I'm the owners, I'm saying to Arteta, what do you need to almost guarantee this title? You want Semenyo? Let's go get him. That's a player that we need on the left wing. Go and get the best players right now to guarantee this, to go for the Champions. We're in the best position right now to go buy players. This is one of the best positions we've been in the last 5 years, bro. This is one of the best positions Arsenal was in.
Take your head as a fan away for 2 seconds and look at this strictly from a business aspect. Gabriel Jesus and some other players have to be sold for Arsenal to be then going out and splashing more cash this window off the back of all the signings we made.
It's not this window, it's the next window. This is January I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about January.
Arsenal, there's been rumors that Arsenal have got 120.
You see, guys, they're already thinking, mate. They're already thinking they're champions. I love it. But anyway, my friend went to school with this Igal guy, Small World. Wow. I don't think Igal's from England, Red for Life. I think he's from Canada, isn't he? He's Somali, but he's from Canada, I think. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, so you're talking about Canada. I get you, bro. I get you. Small world, man. Small world. You know what happened to me once? The last time, I don't know if it's the last time. I think it was the winter time. I go to New York all the time, innit? I don't know if it was the winter time or the summertime. I think it was the winter time. I was walking around New York, and there's a cathedral in New York, in Times Square, behind, one of the few blocks down, as they say in America. And all of a sudden, I met someone that I knew from England there. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, absolutely madness. Like, it's a small world. It is a small world, bro. It is a small world. I even went to Cavos once, and then I see my next door neighbor there. Didn't tell me he was going, but all of a sudden I see them there. Crazy. It's a small world. They drop points to Chelsea in a few weeks. I hope so, Red for Life. I really hope so, my brother. Maybe even Spurs. The tough games are gonna come in it. The set piece are gonna run out one day, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So this losing streak, it really messed us up 100%, bro. 100%. Big up, Cop Father, my brother. Yeah, man. It's frustrating, my guy. You know what I mean? Like, the hard work we put in last season and in the summer with the transfers that we got in, like that losing streak just ruined everything. Imagine we put pressure on everybody. We kept on winning and winning and winning. You know how it is in the Premier League nowadays. When they see they can't catch a team, they concentrate on other competitions. If you know what I mean, that could have happened if we kept on winning. But we didn't even put ourselves in that position. We lost 1 game, then 2, then 3, then 4. And then the head coach starts saying, oh, we're conceding too many goals. We fucking told you in the beginning of the season, brother, we're conceding too many goals. We were 2-0 up and we keep conceding goals to get it back. Scoring last-minute goals. What are you talking about? That's something your analytic team should be looking at. Your coaching staff should be looking at. I shouldn't be telling you that. I'm not a professional footballer. I'm not a professional head coach. Well, I am in a sort of way, but in terms of football, in the Premier League, I don't coach a club or anything like that. But we can see it. It took you after 4 games to realize, shit, this ain't working. No, bro, you should realize that. No, God, you should realize that earlier, man. You can't go into the season playing that type of football and expecting a different result if you keep on losing, man. You can't do that. First loss, like you did last season. What was smart about last season? You lost to Nottingham Forest. You said, you know what? I've got to brush on up. Going forward, we're not going to play like that football. And not only that, we need to do something about the low block teams. You smartened up. The next game we lost after that was in March or something like that. You know what I mean? So we already won the league by that time. Because you smartened up. This season, you just got dumb, head coach. I'm telling you, man, I don't know what he ate in the summer. He needs to go and send that shit back from the fridge that's in his fridge right now. Because how can he be? We was giving you, compliments, enjoying your football. We gave you everything in last season. Even congratulating you on that tactics that you played against Real Madrid and Man City. We gave you all those compliments last season. And then you come back in the press conference and say, oh, I went against my principles, against Man City and Real Madrid. That's not the way I play football. Now we take all that back because of your stupidness. That's not what I thought. It was intelligence you did last season. So all the intelligent thing you were doing, it was against your principle as a head coach. He's saying things like this in the press conference, guys. Wake up, man. The guy's gone dumb. And people ask me, are you out? I said, listen, I'll give him the next 3 games. If he does the same nonsense, I'm going to be out. I can't sit there and watch a head coach that's sinking. I mean, it's sinking like the Titanic, man. We're the band in it that still keeps on playing. The fans are the ones who are trying to get them up for a game. When the ship was sinking, the band was still playing. We're the band, trying to give him help, but he's not listening. Now he listened. I guarantee you, he might even go back to that silliness again. Oh, on this slot, man. You've done yourself this season, bro. Because everybody was giving you compliments last season as a genius. This season, people are giving you a side eye, my guy. Because the decisions you're making, they're very suspect, man. They're very, very suspect. Even the loyal fans that don't normally say, managers out or head coaches out, have said out this season. And that shocked me more than anything. And I'm probably going to be part of them if it continues. I can't go into a season. We've won the previous season with the players that we have. And then the next season, we bring in some more players that could complement those players, can better those players, and then lose the league title. And you lose that many games straight away. I can't go into a season like that and accept that, guys. That's disgusting, man. We've improved our squad. We've got better. How did we become worse? Getting better. That means the head coach ain't doing his job. You got to go into games being solid. You keep talking about the 5-minute goal. Why is the 5-minute goal happening every single time? Because your team does not defend as it should be. And that's something you should be implementing. Come on, man. Losing possession in important areas. Not interested in defending. Putting, a short defender on the left back position that's getting targeted. You don't do things like that, bro. We shouldn't be telling you that. I'm telling you how to coach your team. I'm telling you what team to put out. It's embarrassing. You should already know that as a manager, as a head coach. You should know that. It's I don't know, man. It's frustrating. It took the fan base to tell him, mate, start with last season's team for him to realize, oh, we can win again. Why? You should know that. You get paid the big bucks. You're a millionaire. Oh, man. The guy went out. He left a press conference saying, oh, I don't know how to stop the long balls. And then he just walked off. That's what he did in one of the press conferences. Go look back, guys. Yeah, the long balls are giving me problems and we're losing games. I just don't know how to handle them. That's the kind of things he said. Goodness gracious me, man. And then he counts how many set pieces the team stake. Oh, we conceded from 1 out of 20. Why are you telling me that, bro? I don't need to know. Don't tell me that. You still conceded. Oh, Arnie Slot, man. Hard work, guys. How can you get dumber? You're supposed to get smarter when you're getting better players. That losing streak, yeah, 100%, bro. 100%, my guy. We were stuck on 15 points for a month. It's embarrassing, Rest for Life. I swear to God, bro, it's embarrassing. Right? How can you be like October, like the whole month stuck on the same points? Quit. Grant Xhaka will haunt them this weekend. I hope so, but Arsenal have a certain way of playing at the moment, guys. It's difficult to handle, and every team is struggling against them, which is like more, defensive based and thinking about attack later, if you know what I mean. If you can't score, obviously, in the first few minutes from open play, all that stuff, make sure you get a set piece we could score from. This is the attitude they have. And it's difficult because if you look at the set pieces, why do they score from set pieces? Because team allowed them to score from set pieces. They start at the back post, nobody marks them, and then when the corner is taken, they come in to the middle and someone heads it in. There's a target from the corner, which is near the middle of the goal, away from the goalkeeper, where Declan Rice and Saka always aim for. So when you're running from the back towards the middle, one of you guys are gonna get it, and that's what's happening with the goals they're scoring every single time. But teams are not smart enough. If you look at us in the beginning of the season when we beat Arsenal, how did we stop their set pieces? We marked them at the back post. We made sure they didn't make those runs. You know what I mean? So we know that kind of thing because we invented it in the summer before in America. We did this kind of set piece. Not them. They just saw it. It was actually against Arsenal. So they saw that kind of thing happening. So they implemented it to their ideas. That's what Arteta does, guys. He hasn't got a lot of ideas. He just copies people. He copied obviously Arne Slot. Before that, he copied obviously Pep Guardiola. What is your identity as a football manager? What, set piece? And that is it. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. So where's the football? You know what I mean? So yeah, this is how Arsenal play, guys. It's so predictable. Teams don't want to study it. Go back and look at the 1-0 win Liverpool did against them. How did we not concede a set piece? We marked them throughout their set pieces. We didn't give them a run. We didn't give them space. We closed down every area that they would have caused problems in. We stopped those areas. Every area they were about to cause problems in, we stopped them. That's how you play against the set pieces of Arsenal. They're always going to target that every single time. And that's their, bread and butter, as they say. Big up, Father. Yeah, it is. I saw Nalante and Kopish on the way to the parade. I wish I saw them, bro. I was annoyed with Slot, I'll admit that. But true wisdom is knowing when to change your opinion. I like that, bro. I like that. You're a wise man, Father, man.
20 million in January. What are you saying? What are you talking about?
Where did you see this? Show me the.
What are you talking about? This is rumors that Arsenal got 100 odd million.
Where did you see this? I've never seen this.
I saw this about 3 weeks ago.
Bullshit, bro. I've never seen that. I'm not saying you. I'm saying they're bullshitting. There's no chance. They're coming out with numbers already. What are we talking about?
You're saying take the fan hat off. The fan hat is what I'm saying needs to be done. What needs to be done is we need to improve the squad when we've got the best chance of winning the league. When we're in a position of strength,
we already have the best squad in the league. We don't need more players to come into this team to try to gel more players into the team. What we need to do is when Havertz, Madueke, Odegaard, all these guys come back, is to find a way to get the best out of those guys. You don't realize we have a bloated squad. more players can bring more disharmony. It doesn't necessarily always mean a better squad. Sometimes when you bring in more, you can just bring in too much, and it can become a situation where
We haven't brought in too much. We had the smallest squad in the league last year. We didn't bring
right now we have more than enough in every area of the pitch to go on and win this league. I don't think we need to go out and splash 100 million on Semenyo in January. And I do think if Arsenal was to go and splash 100 million in January, they would probably sell both Trossard and Jesus to make room for that said player. There's no way.
You keep talking about Jesus like Jesus has been playing. Jesus has been out for 8 months.
No, because I already view Jesus as somebody who's getting sold in January.
Exactly. So why do you keep talking about him? He's already somebody that's out the door when it's available. We don't have to worry about him. He's not part of Arsenal anymore. He's gone. Jesus is finished.
Stop. Same way how we haven't won the league yet. You can't say that about a player who's still currently under Arsenal's books.
No, but I'm talking about the thought process of the managers and the coaching staff.
And
if Jesus comes back and is performing in training, then I guess they might, because they might be, you know what, he's there, might as well use him. But for me, as a person that has seen Jesus' injury record and his performances over the last 3 or 4 years, I'm not planning for Jesus in my team. I'm saying, listen, I don't have to beat Arteta. I'm doing the fan. I'm saying Jesus is, as far as I'm concerned, is not part of Arsenal. Semenyo is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, sorry guys. I know what you're thinking. Like, why are you doing Arsenal things? No. I'm trying to give you guys a point of view of this is what Arsenal think about us now. If we don't win against Manchester City, they said we're at the title race. The title's done. You know what I mean? So I've been trying to make people wake up. You know what I mean? This is the thought process of these people now. They've already won the league in their head, not knowing like 28 games to go. You know what I'm saying? So if we beat Man City, the pressure is on. You know what I mean? The pressure is on. Are Liverpool back? We don't know yet. I know we're putting messages out there, we're back, just to give confidence to the players. But the thing is, this is the game over the weekend that will decide if Liverpool's back or if Liverpool's not back. I just wish, you know what? I always say a loss is as good as a draw is as good as a loss. I just wish we had draws, man, in those lost games. If you know what I mean, because we did equalize in most of them, I think, as well. Because if we had those draws, the points wouldn't be that far off Arsenal. If you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a pity. It's a pity. I mean, that's what we've got to do going forward, though. If we close down, imagine Arsenal lose a game. So that's back to 4 points. I mean, like, if they keep dropping points and we keep winning, it won't take us long to get back to the top, if you know what I mean. So a draw at Sunderland and Liverpool win, that's good for Liverpool, actually. So we're going to keep getting points, gained on them. That's what I want to see when we're playing, in the next 10 games. Everybody's saying, give us 10 games to try and win the next 10 games. The season is not over, guys. As I've said many times, we've clawed back a lot of points against a better team than Arsenal, which is Man City. So why can't we do that again? What's the taboo? Like, what is the issue that we have over here? Why, apart from Arne Slot going on a mad one, but he's smartened up, can he continue with this smart decisions, right? Or is he going to go back to his principles and then make us lose again? That's what I want to see next. But as I said, if we stick with what we got right now, I think we could catch them up 100%. I've got no doubt about that. Being third is a good thing. You know what I mean? And then being seventh, we were seventh not so long ago. A few games ago, we were seventh, people. We was embarrassed. Out of the top four. You know what I mean? That's where we was. Now we're back to third. Back in the Champions League, winning again. Battering Real Madrid. The 1-0 scoreline does not justify how Liverpool played in that game. Let me just put it that way. That goalkeeper is on something, man. I think he takes drugs before Liverpool games. Champions League final. Obviously this season and last season as well. He just saves everything. And then you see him, last season conceding 2 Declan Rice free kicks in the same place. Like, make that make sense, bro. How does he do that? Is that Ismail Sarr, whatever his name is, the one who plays for Crystal Palace? He's possessed for Liverpool as well. He just can't stop scoring. Yeah, man. We just need to we need to be smart, guys. We cannot let this talk continue. I want them to be disappointed again. I want them crying again. I want that, Arteta out again. I need that. I need that in my life. I need that in my life, man. Big up, buddy, man. Big up, Genghis, my guy. Much love and peace. Always back to you, bro. Every player is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, according to these. Yeah, I was watching Judge Mo and Igal was on there. Everybody was having a go at Mbappe, saying he's not all that because of, the direction of life. All of us say the same thing. Igal was defending him. And then there's a footage of Igal saying, Mbappe, when we start winning, trophies, the big trophies and all that stuff, maybe Mbappe, because he's an Arsenal fan, Thierry Henry fan, he will come to Arsenal and play for us. That's what he said. And then he started defending him on Judge Mo. He's the only one that was defending him, almost crying and that. That's what I'm saying, guys. They're delusional, these guys. We can't let delusional football club beat us to the Premier League, man. I'm sorry. We can't. We just can't. Every player's an Arsenal fan, buddy lad. You're spot on. Draw against Chelsea and United or put our chances away could have been 4 points at least. There you go, bro. There you go.
That's who we need to get to make sure we have the best chance of winning the title. Yes, we're in a good position and we're playing well and our squad is good enough to win the league, but let's make the chances better. Why would we not do that? When you're meant to add on top of quality when you can. I'm not saying buy 5 players or 6 players. I'm saying what we do need is an out-and-out left winger. We all know that. And there's one right there that's an Arsenal fan that's performing at the highest rate, second top goal scorer, I think, in the league at Bournemouth, an attacking team, so he can fit into our style. Why would we not go and try and get that player?
I just don't think it's going to logically happen. I'm sorry. I don't see a world in which Arsenal goes and splashes the cash in January off the back of the transfer window we just had. I do think they're going to probably, if we didn't splash the cash last transfer window when we needed a striker, I don't think we're going to do that this window. And I don't think we even need to. We have more than enough attacking options. And when Madueke comes back, Odegaard's back, Havertz is back, there's way more than enough players in this squad.
There isn't, though. There isn't.
No, but because we literally have 3 players in every attacking part of the pitch.
Exactly.
But you're not talking about the players. Okay, so on the right, we have who? Saka and who?
Saka, Max, and Madueke.
Darwin is not part of this.
He is. Saka, Max, and Madueke are part of the attack.
Okay, so on the left, who's the ones on the left? Trossard and Martinelli.
Trossard, Martinelli, Eze.
And in the center, in the 10, who is it?
We have 4 players. We have Gyökeres, we have Havertz, we have Jesus, and we have Moreno.
Jesus, bro. Are you being serious?
Jesus is whatever you want to say. He's still currently an Arsenal player. Same way how you said we haven't won the league yet. He's still currently an Arsenal player.
All right. So anyway, to me, I would feel like if we want to go on to win this league and actually get it over the line, we need to upgrade and get Semenyo. That's what I would say. And not only do we need to get Semenyo, we might actually need another central midfielder to cover that.
Wow. That's where it ends with me, man. That's where it ends with me with these guys. This is what I'm saying, man. The arrogance of football people. Wake up, man. Wake up. This is what we're facing. We're facing arrogant people in football nowadays. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But listen, I want to prolong this show, innit? So we continue, obviously, for a little bit longer. I saw this from this guy, Cass, from Never a Foul, about Liverpool. So let's see what he's saying. They're scared, man. They are scared. They know the kings are back. The king of kings. You know what I'm saying? The king of kings are back. So let's see what he's saying about Liverpool. Then we move on to some stuff I've, seen around Twitter.
Hate this club. I absolutely hate this club, man. I hate Liverpool with a passion. I'm not kidding. When I tell you for free, yeah, I am sick to death of these lot getting out of the hole they should supposed to be in. Fair play, you beat Madrid. I'll talk about you lot fairly. Yeah, I will. But I'm just annoyed. You know what? Real Madrid came today and they were not internet ready. Yeah? Because on my life, what the hell was that? You let Liverpool get more confidence. That's 2 games at home on the bounce, and you even let Wirtz have a good time. Wirtz have another good time in the Champions League. What's wrong with you lot, man? Real Madrid, you bunch of frauds. You know what? I might just cuss Real Madrid. Why not? Absolute fraud. Smash the likes. Subscribe if you're brand new. You know, I do these breakdowns. I do try to be fair, but I'm not afraid to admit I hate Liverpool with a passion. And you know what? You lot should expect that from a United fan. You should expect that.
Yeah, of course.
And you know
We hate
what?
you back.
Now you've got my predictions all muddled up about what might happen on the weekend. You know, before the international break, before you have favourable fixtures. You played well today. Fair play. It looked like old Liverpool. Slot went back to original tactics. Fair play.
There you
You know,
go.
let everyone drop deep, let the other team have the ball and smash them. Simple as that. Trent, hold that. How about that? How about that? Hold that. Your team lost. You got 10 minutes on the pitch and you still didn't do anything. How about that? You're never going to watch this video, but you might. You might. And I'm hoping it might reach your ears. Probably made the wrong decision. Wanker. Sorry, people. Had to get that one in there. Look, man. How do I say this? My bad. If you're a slot outer, I know your names in the comments. I know who you are. And you're gonna say this, oh, you know, I need to get this out there, yeah. I'm not saying you can't celebrate. I'm not saying you can't do anything, but I know your names in the comments, yeah. So if you start trying to dictate how I should be and how I should react to this, then I'm calling you lot out, yeah, because you lot jumped the gun way too early. A manager that won you lot a league, yeah, after how long? Your second league in many years. And he had a bad spell because he had some bad tactics going on, and you didn't even give him the opportunity to try change things up yet. Shame on you lot. You can change.
It's funny though, isn't it? He's one of the guys probably that was saying, yeah, get on this. You know what I mean? He's pushing it, you know, with the rival fans, as they do. If you know what I mean, now he's calling people out. No, Arne Slot did this to himself. We did not pressure Arne Slot. Arne Slot was doing some madness by himself. As I said, even fans that are not negative said a lot of stuff about Arne Slot. Some of them actually said Arne Slot out, and I remember that. And I said I'm giving him 3 games, and you know I'll decide after that. Because when a head coach is doing some silly things to a current champions, you got to ask questions. He spent half a billion. That's what he spent. You know what I mean? So if you're spending that much money, you expect better results, not losing every single game that you play. So I don't know where these people are coming out with all this nonsense. Football is about opinion, innit? Football is about, you know, what you decide in life. If you don't see things going as they should, you're going to have to call it out. And that's what we did. I'm not going to be sitting here telling you I was an Arne Slot in, Arne Slot out. I didn't really care. If the club sacked him, they sacked him. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn because he put himself in that predicament. You can't spend $500 million and then, you know, perform like that. You should be improving on top of what you got in. You know what I mean? So the core of the team is still there. I've been saying it. Everybody in the chat has been saying it. Why aren't they playing? They won the Premier League. Slowly integrate the new players into the team. Why is that so difficult for a head coach to understand? You know what I mean? It's madness, man. It took the fans to tell him to change back to what we was doing last season for him to realize as a head coach what to do. Oh, shit. We're winning with this formation. Can't believe it. That's how it went. I swear to you guys. All right, let me listen to the fans. Let me put my sleeves up and all that stuff. You know, if we get it wrong, it's the fans' fault. That's the attitude Arne Slot went in with. And then he got proven wrong. 2 games out of 2. 1 back to basics. Got rid of all those new players, apart from obviously Wirtz that played the other day. And Ekatike, obviously we need the most. He's the informed striker that we got. And then look, Bob's your uncle. We start winning again. Oh, the fans were right all along, you know. I can't be really straight from that, you know what I mean? I know I went against my principles, but they are right. We got you in as a head coach, Arne Slot, to do similar things that Arne Slot Jurgen Klopp was doing. You said to us as a head coach, me and Jurgen are similar, but I've got a slightly different way of football. Slightly. So I'm assuming not a lot of percentage, maybe 5%, maybe I'll max 10%, maybe to you changing a little bit. But you went into this season against your principle because you told us you're the same as Jurgen and fucked it all up. You fucked everything up, bro. That's what you did. I'm sorry about the language, guys, but that's what he did. If we don't win the league this season, it's because of Arne Slot. It's not because of the fans. It's not because of everybody else around him. It's because of him. So these guys that's calling out people saying this and that, I knew what you said. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'll even say that if I was still all the way in with Arnie, because he put himself in that situation. He, as a head coach, better hope we win the league this season because there's no way we should fall off like that. There's no way. There's no way we should fall off as much as we did.
Change your mind later, but just remember that. Don't jump the gun too soon. He went back to original tactics today and it worked. It might just work in the Champions League because the Premier League might just be totally different. Yeah, the staggered press, Robertson dropping a little bit more deeper, just hogging the flank as well. Do you know what I mean? Bradley, Vinny Jr., you're an embarrassment, mate. You're an embarrassment. You'll never understand this because you don't even talk English. But you're an embarrassment. I need to put that out there. You got ate up by Connor Bradley, who's having a shocker of a season. How can you get ate up by Connor Bradley? He was pretty much man of the match.
Yep.
How does that work out? Absolute fool. Couldn't get past him once.
One corner Bradley. Every time they were singing that, they were focusing on Trent at the same time. I loved it. I loved it. Yes, Liverpool. We don't do these people in our football club anymore, man. We don't need no peas in our football club that can't defend. You learn Spanish in 6 months, but you couldn't learn how to defend in how many years? 5 to 6 years, 10 years, whatever it was. You was part of the first team. You know what I mean? How can you do? Come on, bro. It's lazy attitude. This club built a lot around that little shit, and look at him, man. He's on the bench of Real Madrid. Valverde, who's a winger, is playing as a right back. They don't even trust him as a right back. Good luck, mate. You're never coming back to Liverpool. You know what I mean? Never. Let me just put it that way. I mean, you're always going to be both of them, not just one, both of them. Let me get to the comments. Sorry about that, guys. I went on a little rant for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I mean? How do Arsenal not have PSR issues? 1-0, but spent, bro, billions. Bro, you just killed it. I don't know. I have no idea. Do they sell a lot of players? I don't see no sales. That squad is overstacked. You know, like, think about it this way, guys, yeah? I don't think people look at it from a point of view. It's a World Cup year. It's a World Cup year, yeah? There's a lot of players in that team that's not playing in the first team. Don't you guys think, like, at some stage, those players will throw a tantrum, like, at that football club? Don't you think the lack of first team football might, disrupt the squad? Because you've got players for every position. They're not getting enough game time. Their international place is in jeopardy because of the lack of football they're going to be playing. Has anyone thought of that things? Because everybody's talking about Arsenal's going to win the league this early, but forgetting what could happen during the season. They could lose form. They could get injuries, like to important players. Not only that, like I just said, some of the players who are not playing might throw, the dummy at the pram and say, like, why am I going to get a chance? I've had enough. I mean, all these happy things we've seen in their training ground, like copying Liverpool like they always do, is good for now. But it's World Cup year. Next year. And if you're not playing football, will those international teams pick you? You know what I mean? Let me just put it out there, people. Let's put all that out there, yeah? So, we could disrupt them as well. You know what I mean? All we want is Arsenal to... Yeah, buddy lad, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. It's a weird one, like the way they just spend whenever they want and nobody says anything. They haven't won anything since the FA Cup when he first arrived. It's crazy. Such a douchebag. Big up Red for life. Got to pick my son. Well, anytime, bro. Anytime. Big up father, my brother. The thing is, we have standards at Liverpool, not like Man United. Yeah, Man United. Apparently, Amorim now is in the press conferences, all happy. He's saying we've got to reach a target that I have in 2028. We're gonna have to challenge for the league title and win it. That's how deluded Man United Football Club is. Their head coach, just because they won a couple of games, because I guess the team that's not on form, they've already thinking about winning titles. Crazy, isn't it? How life is. Couldn't get the result against Nottingham Forest either. Should have lost that game, by the way. Crazy. Big up, Eric, man. I'll see you.
He made you, and you gave me yellow. He gave you a yellow card as well, you absolute fraud. This man is so overrated. Honestly, I've been saying it for ages, about 2.5 years, I'd say. He doesn't fool me, but I'm not trying to take anything away from Bradley, man. The guy was on form. The guy was on job. He done an absolute mazzoline on him. Yeah. Today, you lot were all switched on. I don't know if that's because of motivation, because Trent was on the other side. I have no idea. But that looked like the old Liverpool. That looked like pretty much bar the finishing, the old Salah. He was moving to my man, that Alvaro Fernandez, my old boy. Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? The way people are talking about Salah, he wasn't doing much in the game. I watched the game back. Salah had that guy on toast, the left back. The left back didn't know what was coming towards him. He was struggling majority of the game. Trust me. He might have made one or two interceptions during the game, but if you look at overall in the game, Salah had him on toast. Trust me, guys. Go and check it out. The only thing I hate about Salah in the game, pass the fucking ball, bro. Pass the damn ball to Wirtz, my guy. That boy's face after that shot you took says a lot. Says a lot to me. He already knows you don't like him for some reason. Don't know why. Don't know why you do that to him, but you keep ignoring him. Go back, guys, and look at that shot from Salah when I think Kodwa made a save, and then the ball came back, and then he took a shot, and they blocked it as well, and I think it went out. Instead of passing to Wirtz, he decided to take a shot again. He looked at Wirtz, by the way. He can see him. Trust me. Go and look back at that. There's something with Salah and Wirtz. Is he scared because Wirtz is the future? What's the problem here, bro? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? I'm sick to death of this goal record as well. I don't care. Bun that. It's about winning. I'm here to win trophies. I'm not going to be sitting here 10 years down the line. Oh, Salah was the top scorer in the Premier League, of all time. Top creator of all time. I'm not going to be sitting here thinking about that. I'm thinking about Liverpool, calculating more trophies, getting more trophies on the cabinet. That's what I want. And keeping Arsenal's cabinet dusty. That's all I want. Come on, man. Go back and look at that, guys. Go back and look at the game. Salah completely ignored poor Wirtz again. And then Wirtz turned around, pissed off. Go look back, man. It was sad to see, man. I feel sorry for the youngster, man. I won't be surprised at the end of the season saying, you know what, I'm going back home. I'm going to Bayern Munich.
He was having a tough time, especially in the second half. Ekitike is special. I don't give a damn what anyone tells me. He ran the house and ragged. Yeah. Another one of those that are overrated because they had one good season. Tell you that for free. Yeah. Wirtz, I can't believe Wirtz. That's probably his best game in a Liverpool shirt. Szoboszlai's running the show recently, and Grav and McAllister are back at their best. From what I can see, anyways, they had a very good game, and McAllister got the winner like he did last year. You made Real Madrid, the team that's only lost 2 games in 23, right? Like the Real Madrid that wore that dusty grey kit last year at Anfield. Yeah, you just got their number. And I don't even want to put this to a one-off game because
it's funny, isn't it? Liverpool beat Real Madrid when Trent is not a right back. Woo! Wow. We beat them twice, and both times Trent was not the right back for Liverpool. Strange that, isn't it? It's because our right back can defend. Normally, Vinicius Jr. takes him to the cleaners, isn't it, when he plays? Kind of weird, isn't it? Come on, people. Wake up to this, man. Wake up to this. He's willing to warm Real Madrid's bench, but when we put him in the bench at Liverpool, he starts getting, pissed off about it, throw, dump it at the pram and all that stuff. Fuck off. Allow this guy, man.
I have to go a Villa game as well. You know, Villa tried to do this thing where they want to play through the middle, get into the flanks here and there, but don't do nothing. When Slot's already put the blueprint out there, how to get at Liverpool. And the only time they done it was towards the end of the first half where Jude Bellingham had a chance. Absolute idiot. I don't care what anyone tells me. See these weird tactical managers, these hipsters. They're all frauds. They're all frauds. I'm telling you now, this Thiago Motta, Cesc Fabregas. Oh, look at him, Ruben Amorim. Oh, look at what you got going on. Rubbish. Go play some direct football for once, mate.
There you go.
You got had up today, Xabi Alonso. Again, remember Leverkusen that came to Anfield? You got smacked up like 4-0 with Wirtz, if I remember correctly. I think he might have got a goal, though. But my whole thing is Liverpool play really well. I'm not trying to take that away, but I just, fun's over. It might be over because I saw you lot's fixture list. I seen the fixture list after the break. It's not looking pretty for the haters like myself. Easy as that. But yeah, Slot doing what he does best and not trying to be this manager that dictates the game and just allows the other team to make the mistakes. I mean, you defended against Mbappe for flip's sake. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you got the robot on the weekend, so that's another test at Etihad. But if you're going off today, everyone done their job. I thought one thing you need to get down to when you're off form is just get back to the basics.
Exactly.
Energy, simple passes, stop with the tricks and flicks, defending back at the basic level, positioning, all the little bits off the ball that you need just to get going again. And you know what? If I'll hold my hands up. What's it called? Not even last week before the Villa game, I'll be like, you're losing your 3 out of 3, in my opinion. I said maybe, to be fair, I did say maybe the Real Madrid game, that, but I lent more towards that you was losing, and I can't take anything away from what you displayed today from pretty much minute 0. The fact that it stayed 1-0 only was, for me, was a fat surprise. They were lucky they didn't get absolutely down by 4 goals.
100%. It was all Courtois, the goalkeeper, that saved everything. They should have got battered. Let's just be honest, guys. They should have got battered. But they didn't. Fortunately for them, embarrassment of Real Madrid if Liverpool beat them by 4 goals, 5 goals, as we did with Gerrard and Fernando Torres. I remember that game. Ryan Babel on the left wing. What a game that was. The Sona even scored. You know what I mean? That says a lot of that game, man. That was one hell of a game. The build-up play, everything about it was so beautiful. So beautiful, that game, man. I still remember that. God damn, Liverpool, they're absolutely destroyed. I remember Gabriel Heinz, the coach for Arsenal, was in the defense that time as well. Yeah, crazy, man. Big up, buddy lad, my brother. Big up, my guy. Yeah, so I'm going to stop with the videos. I'm just going to discuss it with you guys, what's going on around, Twitter and all that stuff as well. Let me share this with you as we go along. Let's go. Let's go. So as you can see, hijack attempt luxury contract offer. Let's see. There you go. Right there from Indicator, sorry. So it's saying exclusive. We understand on Tuesday that Man United tried to hijack Liverpool transfer target Mark Gahey. Word came in on Tuesday afternoon that United is making a serious move for him, and by Tuesday evening, Liverpool got the heads up from their sources at Crystal Palace. Liverpool still very confident on signing the player, but the package Manchester United is very attractive compared to LFC. Mark Gahey wants Champions League football, and Man United are aware of this. There you go, people. There's a big news. It's everywhere, to be fair. I've seen another one about Mark Gahey. Let me just share with you as we go along. This is only about Liverpool now, guys. Don't worry. I'm not going to make videos. The reason I do videos is because I want to show you guys what we're facing. You know what I mean? We need to know what the outside world are doing, what the outside world are saying about Liverpool, if you know what I mean. We need to keep tabs on our rivals. So if they're trying to make attempts at us, trying to make us, angry and all that stuff, we've already got, snapshots of them, already planning it and all that stuff. So that's why I always share the videos with you. it's just clues, isn't it? You got to get the clues, man. So it says over here from Anfield Papers, breaking, Mark Gahey has told Real Madrid that he has given his word and wants to join Liverpool Football Club. David Ornstein is obviously is the person that said this. They're saying as well. So with Mark Gahey, when there's nothing happening around him, like you're not hearing other clubs chasing him, guys. We're just hearing about him playing for Palace and all that stuff. There could be a pre-agreement with Liverpool as soon as that transfer failed. Like Van Dijk, remember, Southampton kept him in Jan. First thing that came through the door was Van Dijk. I still remember we had we had Leicester City at home, and we beat them. And I remember Salah turning Maguire and scoring a goal. So I still remember that, man. And Van Dijk wearing that suit with the turtleneck, all black. I mean, it means the end for everybody else. The Undertaker. I wish Scottish Bear was there, man. I hope he's okay, man. I hope he's okay. So yeah, that's the story about Mark Gahey. Apparently, he gave his word to Liverpool, and the Real Madrid offer is off the line. It's off the table because Crystal Palace might want, money. Real Madrid don't offer money. Real Madrid want free players, if you know what I mean. So they only go for free players, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I can't see them, obviously, him going down there. In Jan, the first thing we've got to do is sign him, get him through the door. Competition for places. Hopefully, we'll still be around the top of the table, still in the Champions League, and the finals, moments of the season, we'll be playing in a final and winning the Premier League. Hopefully, yeah. So that's what you get with Mark Gahey, guys. Apparently, he gave his word to Liverpool. Let's hope that's true. And we keep on moving. So there's this Anfield Index. What they're saying is no talks have taken place between the agent and Liverpool over a new deal just yet. This is Gravenberch, by the way. But Gravenberch is happy at the club, and it would not be a surprise if he is extending his contract before too long. I say give him the contract right now. While we're wasting time with Gravenberch. I mean, the guy is young. The guy is improving every season. Him coming back to the team in the last few games showed how much we missed him. So why not sign him up to the contract, man? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Cass wasn't slot out, to be fair. Oh, okay. But, he probably pushed it towards that way. You know what I mean, brother? Hey, bro, big up Cody, lad. What are you saying, my guy? I'm good, man. I'm good. What are you saying? Do you manage to watch the Madrid game on replay after getting home from work? I was watching at work as well, bro. Don't worry, I kept that little watch along at her from work as well, bro. I watched it a couple of times since, and I've enjoyed every moment of the game, Cody. I swear, bro. Everything we did in that game was spectacular. The work rate, the team ethic, the putting Real Madrid in the back burner, and not only that, giving them possession to make them think they are, a good team still during the game as well. Some of the players, we could talk about individual players, but I thought the whole team from goalkeeper all the way to the forward line was amazing in the game. Obviously, Bradley had Vinicius Jr. in his pocket. Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe swapped sometimes, and they still couldn't get any joy out of him. So yeah, it was amazing, bro. It was an amazing game. I love looking at us when we're winning. When we're losing, we don't learn nothing because we already know why we lost, because of the formation that we set out, which is no formation. There's no tactics. That's why we lost those 4 games. Yeah, but 100%. But Cody, man, great comment, man. Thank you, my guy. Big up, Edward. What are you saying? We need to beat City. We best them. We need to beat City. We beat them their last season, so we can do it again. 100%, bro. 100%, man. I agree with you, man. Last season it was a smart decision by the coach, but it wasn't so smart because he went against his principles. That's what he said. So stupid, man. You don't say things like that. Just shut up, Arnie. Just do a go-e, man, like Stone Cold. You look like Stone Cold's twin, man. You know what I'm saying? So who could play Stone Cold music for you, bro? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Yeah. Remember when that used to, like, the break glass used to happen? Everybody used to jump up. Crazy stuff, man. I don't think there was more popular. Listen, Hulk Hogan was popular back in the day, but Stone Cold took it to another level when he was a Texas rattlesnake. He was amazing, absolutely amazing, man. Stone Cold, yeah, I think in that time, the Attitude Era, I don't think there was anything in wrestling that was more popular. Hulk Hogan was great, don't get me wrong, but look at both. Like, look at the fans in both at that time. Stone Cold was just out of this world. Play the same like we did against Villa and Madrid. There's the blueprint to beat City and move to second. There you go, bro, Edward. There you go. You know your football, bro. Verse is starting to look better. Hopefully, once he starts scoring, his performances will be better and more consistent. I don't think I want Verts in the left wing, bro. I don't picture myself thinking he's going to be in the left wing for the rest of his career at Liverpool. I want him to move towards a 10 position, but I want him to control that position, if you know what I mean. You could drop Szoboszlai back into midfield and you could have that interchange and all that stuff. That's what I want Verts to do in the future. The way Szoboszlai is playing there right now with McAllister and Gravenberch, that's a beautiful relationship, but that's a relationship that started 3 years ago. If you know what I mean, guys. They already had that for 3 years. So that's why they trust each other. That's why they interchange. If you go back and look at the game, the interchange between them three, sometimes I saw Szoboszlai as the deep midfielder. Sometimes I saw Gravenberch as the highest midfielder. Sometimes I saw McAllister as the deepest midfielder. It was just swapping, interchanging. It was so beautiful. The fluid side of the game against Madrid and Villa, it was something that showed you we've got a better team than we first thought, if you know what I mean. And that midfield area, I don't see any drawings anymore. You know what I mean? Mike always drew, the biggest gaps and all that stuff in midfield. Doesn't exist anymore because there's always someone there sitting in that midfield, if you know what I mean, guys. And I like it. I really like it. I really, really, really like it. Man, I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm trying my best, guys, man. I started off with that, with a mute, and then, hopefully I made up for it. Hopefully I've made up for it. Preliminary discussions are taking place with Liverpool over a possible new deal for Szoboszlai. There we go. Although club sources are downplaying that any agreement is imminent. Wow. This is from Anything Liverpool. They're my friends, man. Go and follow them. Yeah, man. If this is happening, listen, Szoboszlai deserves it. You know what's funny? Szoboszlai improved in each season at Liverpool Football Club. That's what I like about him, man. He doesn't shirk hard work. Players like this normally they don't want to do the dirty work, but him doesn't care. Still that runs up and down that midfield and all that stuff. Big up Daz, man. I hope you're okay, my brother. Big up CJ. Big up my guys. There we go. Let me just see what's going on in the comments. Verts is starting to look better. Once I've seen that one. Mamardashvili has 2 good games as well. Yeah, Mamardashvili, I thought it was amazing, guys. I thought, listen, the less shot taken against you, the better you look in it. That's what it is. To me, when I look at Mamardashvili, the issues that he has is positioning. Alisson, when players come towards him one-on-one, he narrows the angle, so he goes forward. The goal looks small. So each time the player takes a shot, he hits it straight at Alisson because he narrowed the angle. That's the whole point. And this is what Mamardashvili needs to work on. I think Kyle said it the other day from Kopish. He reminds him more of Kodwa of Madrid, Peter Cech, than Alisson. Alisson is completely different. Alisson is just up there. He's just too good. But I understand what he's saying. Left-footed goalkeeper, big in stature. Alisson And he's very flexible. He's a very flexible goalkeeper. That's what people don't know about Mamardashvili. I started watching him when we was linked with him. I saw a few things about him. I watched some of the Valencia games, not obviously the complete game. I can't sit through Spanish football nowadays. I do miss it. You know what I mean? The 8 o'clock kickoffs back in the day on Sky Sports when the Premier League finished. We used to go and watch, La Liga, if it was Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, or Real Madrid, didn't it? That's what we used to do back in the day when that league was interesting. It's no longer interesting. That's why I don't really. I look at the players there, the teams in there. They don't interest me anymore, man. Since Messi and Ronaldo left, it became less competitive, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I watched him a few times. He's very flexible. He's very what do you call it? For a big guy, he can do what small guys can do in goal. You know what I mean? Like Raya at Arsenal. He could do similar things for a guy his size. He's bigger than Alisson, by the way, as well. But yeah, I thought Mamardashvili was amazing, guys, honestly. But less shots taken at you, the more you stand out. That's how I see it with Mamardashvili. Fozi, you listening to Olstein? He is going to Liverpool, is he? Okay. If you're talking about, who are you talking about, bro? I don't know who you're talking about. We will pay 10 million for Gay. Oh, Gay. Okay. Yeah, I already said that, bro. Ornstein is the one who announced it. Big up, CJ, bro. What are you saying, bro? W has fallen off? Oh, 100%. I only watch it because I've been watching football and wrestling all my life. You know what I mean? I go back to the days of, Hulk Hogan and, the Iron Sheik and Tito Santana. If you guys don't know, he's a Mexican wrestler back in the day. Rick Rude, Macho Man Randy Savage. So many wrestlers people don't know. Ricky Steamboat. It was amazing back in the day. Texas Tornado, the Barbarian. You know what I mean? And all these guys, the Bushwhackers. You know what I mean? Razor Ramon, ooh, Diesel. You know what I mean? This is all after. I've been watching wrestling all my life, guys. Just like football. You can't take that away from me. I wish I could do watch-alongs on wrestling. It'd be great, wouldn't it? But the modern day guys, the mixing of the women and the men, it's not something. I don't know, man. It just puts me. I don't want to see women becoming men. I'm sorry, guys. Like it doesn't. It should not happen. I'm sorry. Like I might be like you could say I'm being a bit harsh, but I don't want to see a woman fighting and having muscles and all. Like what is going on? What is going on with football? I'm sorry, with wrestling. It's strange with wrestling nowadays. Like I see women with 6-packs, muscles, wrestling, and acting like men. Allow that for me, man. Allow that, man. They've ruined it, man. They've ruined wrestling, man. They've ruined wrestling. SmackDown rating in the USA TV ratings was under 1 million for the first time. It's shit, bro. They you know what they do as well? They Roman Reigns and all these guys. Listen, Roman Reigns. I used to think he's a shit wrestler, but recently, man, when he became the tribal chief and all that stuff, I gotta give him credit, man. He's improved like to one of the best wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. I'll tell you why I say that. Before, when he was the big dog, the big dog. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, the big dog. Where is it? The big dog. When he was the big dog back in the day, he didn't know how to get hurt. If you know what I mean, guys. Like when someone hits him, he's still standing there like a robot. Now he knows how to get hurt. He holds his face. He's a proper actor wrestler, if you know what I mean now. Because with wrestling, you need to be a good actor at the same time as well. And Roman Reigns has changed my mind, man. I thought he was like John Cena, you know what I mean? 3 moves, and that is it, you know what I mean? The Superman punch, the spear, and and that's it. That's all he had. But yeah, Roman Reigns, when he retires, he's going to be up there with the greats, in my opinion. John Cena, 17-time champion. Why? What has he done in wrestling that makes it exciting for people? He's boring to watch. I grew up on Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, people like that, man. That's what you need. That's greatness. And this guy has overtaken Ric Flair for the championships. 17. Why? With 3 moves in his entire career. Come on, man. that's madness. Yeah, SmackDown's finished, man. I remember when it started as well. You know what I mean? It's because of The Rock. The Rock is there, you know, I'll lay the SmackDown on you and all that stuff back in the day, and then they used that. Yeah, crazy, man. Foz, we are weak with Gakpo. You can see that now massively. That's a saying. I think it's a bit harsh on Gakpo, to be fair, brother. To me, the reason he's not playing as good as he was last season is because the lack of competition for places. Some players need competition for places in order for them to still have that form, the high level form, and Gakpo is one of those players. As soon as he thinks he's a starting, player, this is the performances you get. Last season, why was he so good? Why did he score 10 goals in the Premier League and etc., contributing in the Champions League, scoring winners and all that stuff? It's because Diaz was there. Diaz was there pushing him. So Diaz started playing in the position Gakpo used to play in, which is a striker. That's how good Gakpo was on the left. The thing with Gakpo is, for a guy who's 6'3", 6'4", I think something along those lines, he doesn't win much in the air against any size. It could be Hornswoggle to the Big Show. He will not win those headers. That's what's frustrating a lot of people. And the ball keeps coming back every single time towards Liverpool's goal. And, there's a chance has been created to probably get a goal out of it eventually. This is what pisses people off. You should not lose, air battles, especially when we was told before you came to Liverpool that you're good in the air. I'm telling you, people, that's what we was told. He scores a lot of headers. That's what I've been told. He's good in the air as well as dribbling and taking shots and all that stuff. I just think, since there was no competition for places, which they should do actually, because there is a player in this team that can compete for that position, which is Chiesa. Chiesa is not getting. I don't want to see Florian Wirtz on the left all the time. I want to see Chiesa there challenging Gakpo. Why not? Why not? Chiesa against Southampton played on the left. Look how good he was. Set up 2 goals. I think had a goal disallowed, and he was man of the match. And he got the player of the month. There you go, man. It's simple football, man. Big up, bro. What are you saying? People are not watching or into pro wrestling like they used to be. It's a show business now, bro. The passion of wrestling is gone. You know what I mean? And that disappeared a long time ago. I'm a big fan in it. I'm a big fan. I'm already targeting. I could be going hopefully to Riyadh when they do the inshallah, if I'm still here, God willing, to go and watch that one. So I want to see one WrestleMania in my lifetime. I've seen obviously Raw in Madison Square Garden. The biggest place, sport, place on earth, they say, isn't it? Madison Square Garden. I saw Stone Cold there as well. I've seen SmackDowns, and I don't know. I've seen some more stuff before, but I've never seen a WrestleMania. I would love to see a WrestleMania, man. And once in my life, at least. Like a bucket list kind of thing. WrestleMania, 100%, bro. I want to see that. Yeah, so let me continue with obviously what's happening on Twitter. There's another thing as well. So Szoboszlai, if he starts a new contract, I love it. I love it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah, there's some more about him. Let me show you another one about Szoboszlai here. Let me show you another one. It says, Liverpool are planning to extend Dominic Szoboszlai's contract and are readying a, wow, we speak like that nowadays? A deal that will run, this is from, obviously, Transfer News Live, until 2030, 31 or 31. Wow. Szoboszlai has been sensational this season, and the club want to reward his form with a contract fitting to his stature within the squad. There you go, guys. There you go. Everybody's saying the same thing. Nikos Sochiera. I don't know how to say his name, but there you go. There's the man, Szoboszlai. There's a lot of news about him today. So there's got to be truth in it if there's a lot of news about him. Next club captain, Sobos. Listen, captains, they lead by example, innit? Imagine him being the captain and being Hungary's captain at the same time as well. That's it. Amazing. I think Szoboszlai football ideal is Szoboszlai's football idol is Steven Gerrard, hence why people call him the Hungarian Gerrard. I don't think that's his idol, bro. I think he said his idol is Cristiano Ronaldo. That's why he's got the same technique in free kicks and all that stuff. But people can change their mind. People can change their mind at the end of the day. I'm not here to say he is and all that stuff. But yeah, I've heard about Bastoni as well. I don't know how good Bastoni is. I don't really watch Inter Milan a lot. I'll ask Judge Mo. Let him. Let him. He'll have more ideas about Bastoni than me. You know what I mean? So let's look at this one as well in the transfer news. Liverpool are prepared to make Inter Milan's Alessandro Bastoni the most expensive defender in football history with £88 million offer. Liverpool recognize the urgent need to strengthen their defense. Bastoni provides a complete profile composed in one-on-one duels, presses. I don't know what it says. In presses in possession. In possession and experienced at the highest European level. I don't even know how old Bastoni is. You know what I mean? So I'll check it out. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The wording sometimes I struggle with, but you know what I mean. So Bastoni is, how old is he? If he's 28, forget about it. Liverpool ain't going to buy him. Allow that. 28 and above, nah. He's 26. So there's a chance for him. There's a chance for him. But the thing is, he plays more as a left back than a centre back. That's a bit odd. I mean, Liverpool going for a guy that plays in a certain position that we already stacked in. Nah, ain't going to happen. I miss our chats, Fozi. Listen, I'm always there, bro. I'm always there, Daryl. I'm always there, my guy. Yeah, I'm always there, bro. Honky tonk, man. Yes, that thing he used to do. I remember. Man, I miss that wrestling. You know, when wrestling was fun back in the day, Daryl. I miss that, man. If you talk about wrestling, those days were in the 90s and before that, the best. The Attitude Era, like Shawn Michaels, the levels that guy went to. Underrated, you know, Shawn Michaels. Believe it or not. You know what I mean? I think he's the greatest wrestler that ever lived. I honestly think that. The way he changed from a tag team wrestler to a good guy, to a bad guy, to a good, you know what I mean? He made wrestling what it is. He's the leader of the leaders. You know what I mean? If you look at the NWO, the Clique, you know, D Generation X, it's all Shawn Michaels, man. Shawn Michaels is the man. He was the leaders of all of them. I remember when Sid Vicious was his bodyguard, as well as Diesel and all these guys. Rick Rude. Come on, man. Shawn Michaels. Even that, you know, he was a little bit of, you know, and all that stuff, you know, drinking and drugs and all that stuff. But listen, the guy performed at the highest level, Shawn Michaels, man. I don't condone it, by the way. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. But I'm talking about him as a wrestler. Amazing. Loved Shawn Michaels, man. No one like him. Nobody like Shawn Michaels. Greatest wrestler in my opinion. Listen, I'm an Undertaker fan. Undertaker's my guy. But Shawn Michaels, levels above everybody else. Levels above, man. What are you saying, bro? This is not the only problem. The creativity sucks in WWE now. Yeah, 100%, bro. Sure, it's Triple H, isn't it, man? Junkyard Dog. Oh, yes, bro. You remember this guy? Yes. Was madness, though, Fozi. Those chains, some slave. I know, bro. I know. I don't want to go through that, but I know what you mean. Vince McMahon created the best characters and pushed the right stars. He's more into big guys, you know what I mean? You know, big guys, muscular guys. He always used to push them. Ultimate Warriors, you know, Undertakers, Hulk Hogan, Yokozuna, all these guys. Even Yokozuna, people forgot about that, you know what I mean? Yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff back in the day. Roman Reigns stole his storyline, though. We'll see. I don't know about that, but yeah, it's what it is. There was a Nigerian character who had a Roman Reigns storyline, but it did not really go anyway, sorry, or take off until Roman Reigns took it. I don't know who the Nigerian star is. What's his name, bro? Where is Scottish Bear? Been months. Yeah, man. I wish someone can tell me, because you know, when I don't see a regular on the channel, I worry and I ask questions. In it, I'm a human being at the end of the day, guys. I remember who helps me out when I'm on this channel, you know, and he's one of them. He's one of the major ones, actually. What am I saying? That is what I mean by WWE creative sucks. They've fallen on gold by accident. Yeah. No doubt, man. Listen, man, the WWE used to be the WWF, sorry, used to be the best thing that ever happened to human beings, man. We used to have cassettes exchanges, you know what I mean? If you remember back in the day, the old ones I'm talking to, we used to go to the corner video shop when they used to record wrestling, and we used to like rent it for £3 or £2 or £1 at one time. Yeah, that's what we used to do. We never used to have cable or Sky in the 80s and all that stuff. We used to go to the corner shop that used to have cassettes, videotapes, and we used to just rent it. They had our address and all that stuff. And then, you know, we bring it back after a couple of days. I miss that. It was creative, wasn't it, guys? If you think about it, the way we used to like rent videos from Blockbusters and all that stuff. Like you compare it to today, like you could get anything you want for free. But those days, it was like, you know, having a video TV and obviously VS, was it VSR? That's what they call it. In your living room, and then you just go and you just go and rent the tape, and you put it in. You're watching, you know, WrestleMania free. Crazy back in the day, man. Can't beat my days, man. Like if someone asks, and I said it many times on the channel, if someone asks me like, what do you like? If what would you prefer, born in the current days or the days that you was born in? I would never swap the days I was born in. Never. If someone if something that happens to me and says to me like, do you want to relive life back in when you was born or now? I'll go back when I was born, because there was nothing like that. Everything was, we appreciated things. We didn't really, you know, we didn't care. Like we just loved life. Life was different. You know what I mean? We go out every single time and you feel safe as well. It's not like in the modern day, like you can't, your children can't go out. Man, when I was 8, 9, I was playing football in the cage, things like that. Nowadays, you can't do that. It's dangerous out there. Crazy, man. This is why I say, like, the football that we watch nowadays is nothing to compare to the one I used to watch. I love the technical side of football. If people can understand what I'm saying, that and watch back those players back in the day, they will realize it. Football was art. You know what I mean? Football was special back in the 90s and before that. Nowadays, guys, like players come off the pitch with clean shirts, clean shorts, clean socks. Even their boots don't have mud on it. That's how easy football is nowadays. There's no slide tackles anymore. There's no shots from outside the box anymore. We were celebrating Szoboszlai taking shots against Real Madrid the other day. That doesn't happen that often. It's sad. I mean, go anywhere, not anyway. I know what you mean, bro. Don't worry about that. Big up, Abdul. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. All is well over here. All is well over here. Blessing and greetings as always, my guy. Just got back, bro. What did I miss? He didn't miss much, bro. He didn't miss much. We were just discussing wrestling and football at the same time. I was talking about the transfers as well. Liverpool are linked with, and the contracts that could be renewed. It's kind of worrying, the renewals of the contract, because Real Madrid is always around the corner when it concerns Liverpool. Have you guys noticed that? If a Liverpool player is doing well, Real Madrid is always around the corner for that player. That's what worries me. That's why we've got to do long-term contracts like Arsenal is doing. Arsenal's not even winning trophies and they're still signing players into contracts, guys. That's scary shit, man. That is a scary shit. That's why we've got to win the league again. Because we can't allow them to dominate. Because if players are currently signing contract to stay for a long time, they could do that again with more players. But if we stop them from winning these titles, those players are going to leave. That manager is going to leave. That's the position we're in. We need to smarten up. Yeah, of course you can, bro. I'll do that. No worries, bro. It's fine, bro. I'll do that. Abdul, man. Abdul. Big up, Danny. Big up for yourself, Fozi. Big up, my guy. Hope you're okay, bro. Guys, like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? I don't really ask much. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you don't, just hit the like, man. That's how it is. Shawn Michaels is professional wrestling, in my opinion. Underrated, bro. Underrated. I miss a character like that. There ain't no characters like Shawn Michaels anymore, bro. He's good at everything that he does. He was good as a bad guy, good as a tag team player. Sorry, he was good as a bad guy. He was good as a good guy. He was good at tag team. He was good at individual wrestling. He was good at, gangs as well. He was good at everything. He's just a natural wrestler. You know what I mean? Underrated. Absolutely underrated. Looks weird nowadays, you know what I mean? But yeah, he ain't a sexy boy anymore. Let's put it that way. I was the Hitman Hart guy, so I did not really like Shawn Michaels. I know what you mean. But the Hitman Hart was amazing back in the day, man. Lex Luger. Remember Lex Luger back in the day as well, guys? Come on, man. I used to love Razor Ramon. Not when he became Scott Hall, but Razor Ramon. The bad guy. Speaking like Al Pacino, innit? From Scarface. Yeah, I miss that. Diesel. I love Diesel. Sid Vicious. Yeah. Crazy guy, man. Macho Man, Randy Savage, man. What a shame. What a shame how wrestling's turned out. It's John Cena, man. I blame John Cena, guys. I know you guys hate me for it, but I blame John Cena. John Cena is the one that ruined wrestling. 3 moves, guy. Ruined wrestling, man. People like this guy. Why? Why are you liking someone who's got 3 moves? He's static. You know what I mean? He's got no ability as a wrestler. Why? I don't understand. How can you move from Shawn Michaels to John Cena? How? Come on, man. Crazy. China. Yeah, don't forget about China. The Road Dogg, Jesse James. Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody. Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg, the Road Dogg, Jesse James. Do you guys remember how Road Dogg came along? Yeah, it was, what's his name? Oh, what's his name, that wrestler? Jarrett James, isn't it? Jarrett James? What's his name, isn't it? Jeff Jarrett, that's it. Jeff Jarrett. That's it. How can I say Jarrett James? Jarrett. Yeah, Jeff Jarrett, that's it. And what happened with the way Road Dogg Jesse James came about was Jeff Jarrett was pretending he was a singer. You guys remember that? When he's pretending he was a singer, started singing country music, but it wasn't him singing. It was actually the Road Dogg Jesse James singing that song. The songs. So that's how it all came about. And then he got exposed. And that's how he became a wrestler afterwards, Road Dogg Jesse James. I still remember it till today. I still remember that. It's crazy. Yeah, man. It was a good song as well. I forgot the song. It's a country song, but I forgot the song's name. It was very good. It was very, very good. Jeff Jarrett. That's it, yeah. Bodyguard. No, it wasn't. He was an actual singer. It was actual singer. That's what it was. He was doing a Melli Vanelli. If people remember Melli Vanelli, it was a band that was breaking records back in the day. 2 guys from Germany singing, "Girl, you know it's true." That song. And then everybody thought it was them singing it, but it was actually other people singing the songs in the background while they were in the stage and things like that. They only got found out when the tape started repeating itself every single time. "Girl, you know it's true. Girl, you know." Yeah. And then everybody, thought they ain't singing this song. It's all bullshit. And then later on, we found out that there was other people singing that song. Their career just ended just like that. Listen, they were living the high life for a bit. Let's give them credit for that. They nearly got away with it. Yeah, I remember the video shops, 100%, man. I miss those days, but the Nigerian character, it was Apollo Crews. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember he had that big bodyguard next to him as well. I don't know what happened to that big bodyguard. I didn't know they had that idea for Apollo Crews, because he's disappeared off the face of the earth. He's no longer a main wrestler. I remember recording WWF on Channel 4. There you go, bro. There you go. Remember WCW on ITV back in the day as well, before it became, NWO and all that stuff. Yeah, Dustin Runnels was on there, Sting, Ric Flair. I remember, man, every Saturday, around 3 o'clock, I think it was, WCW on TV. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, man. And then they moved to TNT, the Raw, and WCW War. I think WWF. Hang on, it was WCW started at 9 o'clock, 1 hour show, finished Raw after that. Stone Cold Steve, listen, Stone Cold Steve Austin saved the WWE, man. Stone Cold Steve Austin saved the WWF at the time. Sorry, WWF at the time. He saved it, absolutely saved it, man. Because WCW was kicking ass, man. They were kicking ass at that time. They were much better than WWF. WWF, it wasn't just matches. It was just normal matches. There was no, creative direction at that time. WWF. So WCW, when they created NWO, Hulk Hogan became a bad guy. Wow. I think what ruined WCW is when the Ultimate Warrior came into WCW and had that feud with Hulk Hogan, which didn't even make sense. It was a weird environment at that time. I think after that, WCW it was done. WWF won after that. Yeah. In the good old days. I will never change it, Clive. I swear to you, bro. Man, they could offer me being a baby right now and, getting older. I will never change those days, man. Nah, never. Never. Remember those bikes? What they used to call them? Those bikes with the big handlebars. Oh, I forgot the name of that damn bikes. Chopper, innit? Chopper. The chopper's in it. The chopper. I swear it's chopper or something like that. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be 2000s baby. Nah, not for me, man. Not for me, Trudon. I remember having a TV box in my room and a VHS. That's it, VHS playing growing up. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I bought myself a TV with a DVD player on it. That's when I started thinking times are changing here, man. Yeah, I remember that. Good old days, man. Playing outside doesn't exist anymore, bro. Those days are long gone, man. People in the modern day are at home, being keyboard warriors, taking the piss out of people and all that stuff. That's what people do nowadays, bro. There's no more, going to the cage and playing football. There's nothing like that. Or, playing in the streets. If there's no football pitches around, what we used to do is play in the streets. When the cars come along, we say, stop, car, stop. We play 60-second, Wembley, things like that back in the day. People remember that. 60 seconds was like you keep the ball. Basically, you have a goalkeeper. One of you guys gets in goal. He counts to 60 seconds until you score a goal. Each time you score, it has to be a volley. It has to be a volley. That's the only time you can score, of course. So there's 2 of you or 3 of you or 4 of you outside the 6-yard box, or and then if you don't score and it counts to 60, the last person that kicks the ball is in goal. That's how we was creative, man. You can't beat 60 seconds, man. That is creative. I don't think anyone plays those games anymore. If you know what I mean. So yeah, even five-a-side. Remember, 1 goal and off. Like if you have more than one team in five-a-side, like 4 or 5 teams, it's 1 goal and off. So you score the goal, that teams get off, and the next team comes on. That's how we used to do things in the playground back in the day. It was enjoyable. That's how we learn football, guys. It's like Brazilians when they learn football in futsal. That's how we was. Cage football, small space, learning how to control the ball in tight spaces, learning how to turn with the ball. So when you go in a bigger pitch, it's easier for you to understand things like that, if you know what I mean. It might take you a while, but if you look at R9, Ronaldinho, that's what they did. They played futsal in Brazil. That's how they learned about, close control and all that stuff. Romario, everybody did that. That was our futsal back in the day. Yeah, man. Apollo Creed was on the main shows. Raw, SmackDown had a feud with Big E, and he had a tall bodyguard. Yeah, I remember that. He was a heel. I remember he had that stick, that African stick with him as well. Yeah. Back to Next. Oh, okay. Nexus. 9/11 and COVID made the world a much more depressed place. Yeah, spot on, bro. Spot on. I agree with you. Yeah, listen, I felt sorry for Apollo Creed. I really did, man. I agreed. He was pushed way too much. Hated Cena. There you go, bro. I thought I was the only one that sees that Godfather. John Cena is absolutely appalling, mate. He's good on the mic. I'll give him credit for that when he's rapping and all that, whatever he does. But other than that, as a wrestler, there's no way a guy is the greatest of all time with 3 moves. There's no way. Shawn Michaels had it all. On the ground, high above, everything he was doing. But those kind of wrestlers are not the best. Come on, man. Crazy. Jeff Jarrett, the bodyguard. I think he was a bodyguard here as well. Yeah. Big up Redbird, my brother. Afternoon, Fozi. Great night for the Reds. Yes, 100%, my brother. Traitor sent back to Spain in pain. Yes, the chopper. I love mine. Yeah, bro. I remember the chopper, man. I remember the chopper. Man. I wish we had those kind of bikes again. I'll get one. I mean, I ain't ashamed at this age to go on a bike I used to have back in the day. Come on, man. The chopper with the big handlebars, big seat. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. And he's got you can lean back on the seat as well. Lean back. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. Big up Redbird, man. Knockout was the best game ever. Yes, bro. Street Fighter 2 as well. The arcade machine back in the day. Come on, guys. Arcade machines in the corner shops and all that stuff. Video shops, especially. I remember, man. This is the way it used to go, guys. Like with the arcades, it was like winner stays on. So you put 20p in, 2 of you play. Obviously, the loser goes out. The next person that comes in has to put up 20p inside the machine again, and the loser goes out. That's how it was. Winner stays on. Oh, man. We was creative, man. We was amazing back in the day. You see, nobody knows that unless you lived it. We appreciated things, man. We appreciate everything that we had. The 20p machine, Street Fighter 2. Wow. I forgot the name of the football game that I used to play as well before FIFA. There was a football game that we used to play as well. Yeah, big up, Fake Pundit, my guy. Hope you're okay, my bro. Yeah, John Cena was pushed to the moon. When I think about it, it was not an authentic push. It wasn't, bro. Sometimes you got to look at it with John Cena. In the 90s and beyond that, wrestlers like that would not be pushed because they wasn't good enough. He's not an athlete. You know what I mean? It doesn't excite me. Like I talked about Roman Reigns when he was a big dog. You know what I mean? The wolf dog. You know, that guy. He wasn't all that. He wasn't all that because he had the same kind of thing that John Cena had. 3 moves, the Superman punch, the spear, and a woo-wah. That was it. There was no life to him. He didn't know how to get hurt. Now you look at him, he's been practicing, man. He's a good actor. You have to be a good actor and a good wrestler at the same time. And now, when people say like Roman Reigns is one of the greatest of all time, I agree, 100%. He changed his way. This guy I'm watching right now is not the same guy who was in the Shield and after that. It's a different guy, man. They tried to push as well at that time. Different guy, man. Love it what I see, man. Love what I see. I never believed the COVID narrative. Never took the jab. Sorry, never wore the mask. Okay, Redbird. If you think like that, it's up to you, bro. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not saying I'm the same thing. I did have COVID. I never thought because it was weird. I was coughing consistently. I'll never cough. You know what I mean, in consistent basis when I'm ill. But it was weird. It was a different kind of illness I've had that I've never had before. So yeah. I believe COVID was there, and that virus was around. I gotta be real. Nobody paid me to say things like that. No, I'll just tell you the truth. It was around. They done something in the lab that messed up the whole world, man. I'm telling you. The football game knockout. Yes. Knockout. That's it. Yeah, man. 10p. Yeah, man. It was 10p. Yeah. 10p. 10p maxes. Yeah. they had all the main stars, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, ethic, giving him credibility when he had not done anything in the ring or on the show to impress folks at the time. Sorry. You know what's funny about wrestling nowadays? Do you know why it's falling off? Because when big wrestlers make it to the top, they're not booked anymore. So they book them for certain times nowadays. Where is the championship decider in Raw or SmackDown? Why do we have to wait to the main event like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania? Why do we have to wait to things like that for a title exchange? They need to go back to that, man. Raw was at its best when the title was on the line on Raw, same as SmackDown. That's when it was at its best. And not only that, stop giving long breaks to your wrestlers, man, the best ones. I can't remember Shawn Michaels taking a long break until he lost his smile. That's the only time he took a long break. I can't remember, Undertaker taking a long break until, he became the American Badass and then came back being the Undertaker again. Yeah, American Badass. Nah, not for me, guys. I know some people like it, but not for me. Nah. I'm more of the Dead Man than that one. Dead Man, you can't beat that character. No way. It lasted decades. It lasted decades, that Undertaker character. People wanted it back. What's this American Badass guy, man? Come on, man. Allow that nonsense. We had imagination and creative back in the day. Today, has all the answers for the last couple of decades. The kids don't need to think it's done for them. Yeah, for them. Yeah, spot on, bro. Spot on. You can find everything nowadays. That's why the education is different. I mean, we need to learn things for us to find out things. These days, you just go on Google. You can find everything you want. Penny sweets, fruit, blackjack, bro. Blackjacks. You know what I'm saying? Blackjacks. I didn't even know you said that, bro. I remember after school, blackjacks. Remember curry chip roll, man. I remember that. Going to the Chinese shop, curry chip roll, man. Come on. Did anyone know COVID was part of the flu virus, only strengthened for the jab? USA. Okay. Pretended to say there. Virus is about 1984. I didn't know, bro. I don't know nothing about viruses, bro. But I know I felt different, man. I felt completely different, to be fair, my guy. Yeah. I've never felt like that illness that I got that time. That's what I'm trying to say, Redbird. It was a weird kind of coughs I was doing, unlike me. I mean, but luckily I took the jab earlier, so it didn't affect me as much as everybody else. But Laser, he was affected badly. I remember Laser had it. He was affected badly from that, as I remember. Scratches from a chippy. Scratches from a chippy. Oh, man, you can't beat the curry chip roll and all that stuff back in the day, man. Oh, life, man. As you get older, guys, you realize things ain't what it seems anymore. Things are getting more weirder. And I always reminisce in regards to life. I love my childhood. I would never change my childhood for anything. Never going to change that, man. Never going to change that. Hell no. You think this is crazy, but it was not actually the COVID that made people sick. It was SG. So 5G. Sorry, 5G. I heard about that story as well, man. There's too many stories that go around, my brother. I mean, what is true and what is not? It's kind of strange. Very, very strange. But these things happen all the time, innit? Spanish flu came about in the early 90s, I believe. So it happens in every few decades. Something like this happens for some reason. It's weird. Very strange. Oh, man, I've really enjoyed this, guys. Sorry about the mute in the beginning as well. I've been trying to go back on Twitter, seeing if there's anything that's coming out at the moment. But there's nothing at all. The conversation flows as it always does on the channel. Appreciate that, my brothers and sisters. I will be back tomorrow, probably doing the preview for the game obviously, against Man City. I'll try to get a Man City fan on, and then I'm gonna do probably a night debate. After that, with try to get some people on here. I meant to do it last week, but I didn't do it. But I'm hoping I could do it this Friday, tomorrow. I'm gonna go to work in about an hour. Unfortunately, get more tired. But listen, guys, appreciate you as always. I'll put my Discord at the top. This is my Discord. I know people don't want to like have a WhatsApp group and all that stuff. Understandable. I'm not here to push you to something you don't want to do. But yeah, I'm on Discord now. Copfather and CJ are on there. Yeah, come on there, guys. We could chat on there anytime you want. I'll give you guys updates. When is the next streams and all that stuff. And we'll have fun, innit? We'll have fun. We'll just that's my other channel. I don't know what I'm doing there, but sorry about that, guys. Let me put my current channel. I'm gonna try work on the UFT guys as well to talk about other teams. So hopefully I could sort that channel out. There you go. There it is. If you haven't seen the link there, I got Discord there, guys. Let me get to the comments. Patent Ted, you know when some makes or create something that I don't know what the hell that is, but so they have all rights over whatever it is. It's kind of funny, isn't it, though, Redbird? They did this thing in it, like they were borrowing money at the furlough and all that stuff. When is it gonna end? You know what I mean? When are we gonna stop like paying it? For number one is the tax and all that stuff. You know, they put a rise on the tax and all that stuff gonna go down because of COVID and things like that. You put a lot of inflations up. When is that inflation gonna come down? It ain't, because it's still going up. They're already discussing it now. They're putting more tax up. We're getting robbed, man. We're getting robbed everywhere, guys. But the thing is, nobody protests against things like this. We just let things like this happen. We just let it slide all the time. It's annoying. It's really annoying, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. Some people call it conspiracy theories and all that stuff, but it ain't for me, these things anyway. We live, we die. That's how life is, man. That's how the thing is in the world we live in. Everybody thinks we're gonna live forever. You don't live forever, man. You're a human being. You got expiry date. That date is already set in advance. That's how it is, man. Guys, I don't want to keep talking, you know, but hit the subscription button and hit the like button. And if you want to chat, go down below and chat to me in the comment section. Not only that, there's a Discord there. You don't have to share your phone number or anything like that. Just log into it. It's free. We can chat in there when we're not doing live stuff. And not only that, I could post on there, giving you guys a heads up when I'm on live and all that stuff. Because I don't do, thumbnails and all that stuff. Sometimes I do it spontaneously. It works. Sometimes it doesn't work. That's how it is with me. I love doing my hobby, guys. I love doing my hobby. Spot on, lad. We are paying too much to others, yet shit on us. Yeah, I don't understand, Redbird. I really don't understand. Like, when is that stuff gonna come down? Like, why are we still paying all that shit that we paid 5 years ago? It's annoying, bro. Really, really annoying. Listen, I don't want to bore you guys to death. I haven't seen anything on Twitter apart from the stuff I've shared with you guys. Apparently, Heitinga is getting sacked at Ajax with immediate effect, following poor results, defeats to Galatasaray in the Champions League as well. So Heitinga could be coming back to Liverpool, guys. Maybe Arne Slot, smarten up, get him back, because he was part of the reason we won the league last season. Here we go again. This is from Lewis Steele. Let me share it with you. Let me share this with you about Mark Gahey and Real Madrid. So this is the Empire of the Cop. I follow them on Twitter. They follow me, guys. Go on, please follow them. They're great people. We was there in the beginning of Twitter when I used to be interested in doing YouTube and all that stuff. They followed me and I followed them. Mark Gahey remains on Liverpool's list for a future signing, with sources in Madrid claiming that he has given his word to join the Premier League champions. So in January, hopefully, that's the first signing straight away through the door. I mean, all that wasting time before, I don't want to be wasting time waiting into the last day of the January transfer window, getting Mark Gay through the door. I'm not waiting that long. Get it through the door as soon as it opens. You put us in this situation, this poor situation that we're in. So get us out of it, man. We needed a centre back all along. I mean, now Leone is injured. We need another one. Get that guy through the door, man. Stop playing about. Stop playing about. I showed you this. He signed autograph in our shirt. Yeah, he did it, bro. I remember. Big up, Mr. Gary. Fozi, dear boy. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, so with Mark Gay, he needs to be signing now. I don't know why we're wasting time. Like, first thing of Jan, get it done. Have a pre-agreement now. You know what I mean? Sign something now with a pre-agreement so you can get him through the door. That's what I want to see. Don't waste any time, man. All right, guys. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to keep boring you to death. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. The Discord is right there. The link, if you guys want to join me on there. There's a few people already on there. So I appreciate if you guys join me on there as well. So take care, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.